What's up, everybody? Man, we have got a jam-packed episodes for you today. We're going to have some crypto over coffee. We're going to be talking about these markets here. We're going to be looking at Cosmos or the Atom charts today because that is our focus of the week with our interviews. We got an interview on Wednesday with the Whisper Node team. They are a validator node team, just like our friends over at Carbon Zero, but Whisper Nodes is the one that really kind of got us involved in the game. And so really looking forward to talking to those guys. And then we're going to be talking with the team at Cerberus, which is the three-headed meme coin, looking into getting into NFT world there on the Cosmos ecosystem. We got a Twitter Spaces with them on Friday. So really excited to bring you guys all of this awesome content. But today, going to be bringing you the macro update with our friends over at Comdex. We also did a video for their new interface, kind of a sneak peek. I'll put that link in the description below as well. Put that out yesterday, so really excited about what they've got going on. But we're going to be taking a look kind of the macroeconomic outlooks. But then we're going to be looking at kind of the global center stage takeover of NFTs. Ukraine's raising a whole bunch of money right now on a NFT war museum. And then we've got Ice Cube and his basketball league offering team ownerships and NFTs. We got all kind of things going on. It's just crazy out there, guys. So we got all that and more, so stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of CoinLogic TV, where we are looking logically at crypto assets. I am your host, The Logical Dude, your favorite van life living, crypto investing digital nomad. Hope you guys are having a great Monday, April the 4th, 2022. And we are taking a look at these crypto markets today. Man, can you believe that there are over 13,500 different cryptocurrencies? And then there's a whole bunch that are not even listed on CoinGecko, which is who we pull our data from. So we're going to be taking a look at a $2.3 trillion market cap today, almost $100 billion in 24-hour volume, and a Bitcoin dominance level of 39%. And so let's take a look real quick at the top 10 by market cap. Not much changing on the top 5 here. We've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Binance Coin, USDC Coin have been rocking the top 5 for quite a while. But the bottom 5 in the top 10, so your 6 through 10 here, kind of get some movement, occasionally. So right now it's Solana, XRP, Terra Luna, Cardano, and Avalanche. And by volume, Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Dollar, USDC Coin, Solana, XRP, Luna, Dogecoin, and Zilliqa. Dogecoin's been on the move because Papa Elon bought in 9% of Twitter, and what that has to do with Dogecoin pumping, I have absolutely no idea. But it is what it is. Meme coins, am I right? But hey, we're going to be talking with Cerberus, so maybe they can shed some light on how these meme coins pump on random news stuff like that, But anyway, our top 10 gainers of the top 100, we're going to be looking at Celo on an 18.5% rise, Mina Protocol 8.8, and then the rest are a little lower. We got EOS at 3.42, Pancake Swap at 3.27, Cardano's only up 3.2%. Lido DAO is up 2.84%. We got Maker at 2.65%. Nexo at 2.4%. Magic Internet Money's only up 0.39%. And Frax at 0.34%. So our top 10 losers of the top 100, because we are seeing a bit more downside than upside today in most of these tokens. We've got Waves down 21.38%. Frax Share down 11.76%. Hang on. That's Frax and then Frax Share. Okay. Different things. All right, different tokens. Why y'all have to confuse me with so many tokens, man? All right, we got Zilliqa at 8.71%. Helium at 7.49% drop. eCash down 7.1%. Theta Fuel, 6.8%. Theta Network down 6.79%. The Graph down 6.28%. Basic Attention Token down 6.16%. And Human AI down 5.83%. We have got a current Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, market sentiment, social media sentiment level at a 52 right now. That is in the neutral zone. So we're not fearful. We're not greedy. We're just kind of, we're just chilling. Yeah. Consolidation time. I know I'm stacking up on Bitcoin right now. We got the Bitcoin 2022 conference starting in a couple of days. From what I understand, like the first whole day is going to be nothing but institutions, and then it's just after that a bunch of rich people and celebrities. And like when they announced Portnoy as a speaker, I was just like, all right, this is a joke officially. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good time there in Miami, and the rest of us will be chilling out, watching these markets, and making sure y'all don't dump everything on us like y'all did last year. So we have got Bitcoin is currently in a buy right now. We have got 12 of the oscillators screaming buy. 10 are in neutral zone right now. It's probably where we're at in the fear and greed zone too. And then we've got 4 that are in sell signal. If you want to know which ones are screaming what, you can go and click where it says BTC USD right here. And that will actually take you right on over to TradingView to show you all of that information. All right, so let's go and take a look at these charts real quick. I already went ahead and turned on the RSI. So here on Bitcoin, we're looking at the daily time frame. We're just kind of hanging out. We did find this really nice little level of support and resistance right here. So we are holding this $45,000 level. So, and hopefully we can keep, holding it. But we got a really strong downward pull on the RSI currently right now. The 14-day average, which is this yellow line here, is starting to level off a bit. But if we can hold this as support and push it back up, then we're going to be in good range there. So real quick, let's take a look down here before we get going on the Atom chart and take a look at Bitcoin on the 1 minute. Definitely has been taking a woo. What happened here? Okay, so we got to go all the way down here. All right, so we had a big drop within the past few minutes here. Down, well, it's not a huge drop, but a few $100. It is not very good looking, that's for sure. So short term is looking kind of gnarly. Long term looking consolidation. Yeah, look at the daily. Yeah, we're starting to break that little candle down a little bit here. And then on the weekly, it's starting to take a downturn as well. So we may be looking at some downside, maybe back down to around that $42,000 range if we end up breaking this level. If we break 45, I see it going back down to around 42. We're just going to be ranging around here, guys. I mean, we're in a consolidation period. It's building market structure at a level that it's really, not sat at for a long time. So the problem is most of the crypto market is extremely ADD and impatient. So we just got to wait and we got to see, and just take the data as it comes. You can't force nothing to happen. But hey, you know what? There's a lot of bullish stuff going on. If you look at the whole Bitcoin conference and the people that will be there, there are a lot of institutions, there are politicians, there are a lot of people in the space. So that is really, honestly, it's really bullish. So I just wish the tickets were more affordable. So for the average Joe, because Bitcoin is supposed to be for the average person. So let's get into talking about the macro research, which is where all these institutions should just be playing and leaving us alone. But, that's my personal opinion, and I'll leave that as it is. But our friends over here at Comdex, though, are democratizing that global finance market for everybody. They are trying to tap into this $17 trillion marketplace of the commodities market and futures and indices and stuff, and bringing that to the blockchain. They have got their own app-specific blockchain on the Cosmos ecosystem where we're going to be able to trade things like... We're going to come over here to futures and take a look at gold, oil, and then they've got silver. We're going to be adding silver to this list here within this week. But yeah, so we can take a look real quick. Gold is at 1923 at the moment. Had a really big pump up there a couple weeks ago, but is settling back down on top of some really nice support, hovering over that $1,900 range. So gold is actually looking pretty strong. Crude oil is dropping back down, thank God. Now I just need the gas prices to start dropping a little bit more. They're starting to come down. They're starting to come down a little bit here and here. 10 cents here or there. It's dropping, but I need it to go back under $4 a gallon. That would be nice. So yeah, we got natural gas is at $5.70. We've got corn, $7.35 a bushel. Wheat's hanging at $9.84 a bushel right now. It has definitely taken a drop down, but still way too high, man, for wheat. And that's just because of the whole global tensions with Ukraine, the whole breadbasket situation over there, that they do produce a lot of wheat for the world, mainly for Europe and that kind of thing. But they still do produce a lot of wheat, and then Russia produces the fertilizers. So with all this stuff going on, that's what's causing wheat and corn to kind of shoot up. But yeah, then we got the Bitcoin futures here, which we were kind of looking at before. You can come down here and take a look at some of these other macro charts. Like we've got the M2 money stock, and we're taking a look at, we got the U.S. interest rate hanging out at 0.5. It did jump up. We got 7.9 on the current inflation rate year over year. A lot of this stuff doesn't change on a daily or weekly basis. The mortgage rates is what I've been really watching, and they are still ticking up every time I do look at this. So this is one that's going up and up, and this is what it's costing more and more to be able to loan money for homes and things like that. And even at these low prices, average people still couldn't get that. So that's really, the lowest cost that institutions are borrowing money for mortgages now. So you can look at the core CPI. They say is only 4.5%, which that is wrong. That's a lie. And then your GDP is at the 24,002. I'm not sure how you're supposed to read that. Getting into the macro stuff myself, doing this kind of stuff is really kind of forcing me to look at this stuff like I never looked at it before. So I'm still looking for a good news source. I think I'm going to try to bring in like Market Watch to bring in some like stock and economic news on top of the Federal Reserve list here. And if there's anything else that you guys know that y'all want to see here on the macro as far as like news or charts or anything, please let me know in the comments. All right, so now let's get into some of these news stories. And so, actually, we didn't even look over at Atom. Oh, I feel so bad. Poor Cosmos. We're going to go back and take a look at Cosmos real quick. So we have got a really nice looking little bottoming formation here coming on Atom on the daily time frame. You can see right now today it's definitely taking a dip along with the rest of the market. But if we can hold this $30 level and keep going, that's going to lift off, and we can eventually see within the next few weeks maybe $40, $44 again at these levels before we start meeting some really heavy resistance again. I see meeting some resistance around $34, $35, maybe around $36 to $38, but then there's not a whole lot stopping it until you get up to around the $40 to $44 range. So that's what we're looking at for Atom here. I'm going to be doing a much more detailed technical analysis breakdown, a little bit shorter time frames, and an actual written post for the CoinLogic website. So go check that out, coin-logic.com. You can go into the news feed there, and we're starting to make more of our actual posts instead of leaning on outside sources. So let's go take a look real quick. So jumping back now, we're looking at Ukraine, because we were talking about that in our macro moment. Raises $760,000 from an NFT war museum project. So Ukraine is taking this whole crypto thing by the reins. So they are accepting anything and everything they can as far as cryptocurrencies are concerned. So they have an NFT project called the Meta History Museum of War. So it has now raised over $700,000 to help rebuild cultural and heritage sites that were destroyed during its war with Russia. So I guess they are like getting ready to wrap this up. Like they know everything's kind of getting wrapped up at this point. So they're trying to start talking about rebuilding already. So that's a good sign. So hopefully we can start, getting some things back in order so that we can kind of get some prices back into a, decent area, but I don't really think that's ever going to happen, guys. But anyway, within 24 hours of launching, artwork from the NFT collections were sold on OpenSea. So at press time, the collection fetched 219 or over 219 Ether, which is roughly 761,000 at current values. They posted that tweet. So they've already sold over 1,153 artworks. That's pretty awesome, though. So people are all about trying to support Ukraine, but make sure you're doing your research on some of these projects, guys, for sure. So, yes, we all want to help out with humanitarian, causes and things like that, even, eco-friendly causes like us, like at Carbon Zero, our node service. We are donating to a lot of eco-friendly, projects and things like that, but we have to do our research on what projects we're sending our money to, because anybody can honestly throw up an NFT contract on OpenSea and start selling NFTs and that kind of thing, and you don't know really where that's going. So please make sure that you're doing your resources and you're back in your, testing, tracking these smart contracts and that kind of thing, really to see if it's coming from the places that they say it's coming from, that kind of thing. So just be careful out there when you are giving to some of these causes, because this can open up the door for a lot of scammers. So make sure that projects that you are also, giving to are going to like an actual like nonprofit organization and things like that as well. That would be one way that you can kind of cover yourself. So moving on to another thing that NFTs are taking center stage with, and that is the sports team ownership realm. So Ice Cube's Big 3 basketball league is to offer team ownership stakes as NFTs. So he was recently on with decrypt.co. You can actually play that video down here, and he talks. Ice Cube's all into crypto and NFTs basically at this point. So, I know Snoop's got the football league. I guess now he's got a basketball league that Ice Cube's doing. But this is really an awesome way for people to be able to get involved and actually become fractional ownerships of sport teams. So everybody was talking about tokens back in the day. Well, I think NFTs are really taking center stage on this. You can get detailed into this article here from decrypt.co. We have that in our news center, and I will also link this down in the description below. But it's pretty crazy that this 3-on-3 league will fractionize team ownership with NFTs. So, plus they're going to have plenty of other perks included. So, Ice Cube speaks to Decrypt about the move here. So, this is really, really cool. I like functional NFTs. This is the kind of stuff that I am wanting to see NFTs do. But like with my project Blocktunes, we're doing the same kind of thing for the music industry. We've also partnered up with GameState.one, which is a metaverse events project on Polygon, and we're going to be having music shows and stuff happening in the metaverse. So, and Blocktunes is all about music distribution through NFTs and through, regular distribution sources, but paying out in crypto, making sure that everything is transparent through our DAOs and that kind of thing. We also have NFT contracts that we're getting ready to launch that are not just, single editions. We're going to have multiple edition NFTs and that kind of thing coming as well. So NFTs, I think, are what is bringing basically the crypto markets into the mainstream. And I had a feeling that once this whole movement really started to kick, that's exactly what was going to happen. So these celebrities are really taking to NFTs really hard and bringing them into the entertainment space in all kind of really different creative ways, and I'm really liking to see this kind of stuff happen. So I'm a big fan of Ice Cube, so it's good to see a lot of these celebrities coming out and trying to change things in a different way, because they were all victims of the, different industries, the different, vampire-ish, traditional industries like the music industry and stuff like that. And now they are the ones that are running the game. And so they're trying to change the game to a different format, and they want to, shift the paradigm over here into the crypto space. So I'm really liking seeing this kind of stuff here. But one thing that you really have to take in consideration when getting into the crypto space and investing and putting your hard-earned money into the crypto space is security, okay? So we're going to be talking about now an article from our friends over at Our Bitcoin News, that Trezor suffers a potential data breach as users report a phishing scam. Okay, so you guys, you have to be extremely diligent out there about who you're giving your information to. And if anybody's asking for, sensitive information, that needs to be a red flag, and you need to automatically put your wall up, not give them any information until you do your research, and just be very careful out there. So Trezor is a popular crypto hardware wallet. So you've got hot wallet storage, which is like software wallets and that kind of thing. And then you've got cold storage wallets. All right. So if you think about an app on your phone where you're holding your Bitcoin, that's a hot wallet. Okay. So that's connected to the internet, and that is breachable on a lot of different levels. Whereas a cold storage wallet, something like a Trezor device or even a Ledger Nano S, which is what I have and use, that is a device that has your private keys and you can store it away. You only plug it in and use it when you are making transactions on that wallet, kind of thing. So Trezor's a hardware cold storage wallet. But they are likely suffering a security breach as thousands of its users were targeted in a phishing attack. So in a tweet posted on Sunday, the Prague-based company reported that it is investigating a potential data breach of an opt-in newsletter hosted by MailChimp. So it also, it's not even Trezor. This is all coming from outside sources. So people are getting really creative and using phishing attacks and stuff like that to get people's private keys and stuff. So it's, be careful out there, guys. So it also has warned users to not open any emails from noreply@trezor.us, which was the email ID used by the scammers to lure Trezor users to opening malicious links. All right, so Trezor.us is not a thing, so don't do that. All right, so MailChimp is a popular business-to-business email marketing service used for managing mailing lists and creating email marketing campaigns to send to their customers. It was reported and later confirmed by Trezor that an insider of the company was involved in sending these ill-natured links and registered mail IDs to wallet users. Wow. Insider jobs. So you got to be careful out there, guys, about who you're giving your information to and who you're trusting. But we will not be communicating by newsletter until the situation is resolved. Do not open any emails appearing to come from Trezor until further notice. Please ensure you are not using anonymous email addresses for Bitcoin. Make sure that you are using anonymous email addresses for Bitcoin-related activity, which is true. You got to take your security seriously. It's not the best idea to sign up for a lot of these services using email addresses with your real name and stuff like that. So have different email addresses for different things, and just be very careful about what you're signing up for. So yeah, I'll let you take a look at the rest of this article here from our friends at Our Bitcoin News. That will be in the link in the description below. So with all the fun stuff that's out there, with NFTs, with all this global outreach stuff, with, giving to eco-friendly charities and human causes like the Ukraine causes and that kind of thing, you have to be safe about your transactions and who you are giving your information to and who you are letting access certain things. So be safe out there, guys, because this is the wild, wild west. And there's always going to be somebody that's out to steal from somebody else because they're too lazy to make it on their own. So they want to take your stuff from you. So don't let them do that. Make sure that you are protected out there. So that's really my message for this Monday. Again, make sure to keep a lookout for the TA posts that I'm going to be putting on Atom. We're going to be taking a look at Atom. We're going to be taking a look at Osmosis throughout the week and maybe a couple of others here that we've got on CoinLogic. Make sure to go check out our friends over at Comdex.one, where they are democratizing the financial markets, and see if you can take a look at what they're building over there. It's going to be really awesome. I have the link in the description below for our little sneak peek video for that. So, yeah, and if you are staking Cerberus, Wawa, Nomic, or Comdex, check out our friends over at Carbon Zero, also known as Infinity. We are doing a brand changeover because we're getting really involved with eco-friendly projects. We feel like that's the name that we can grow with a little bit further. So be looking out for that name change and stuff coming up too from our friends over at Carbon Zero as well. I want to thank you for spending this time today with me. You have a great rest of your day, guys. Be safe out there. Be cool. Be real. Always abide and don't get wrecked. Have a great one.